Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
That's what I'm talking about. All of our guests today, including Ross Tucker, standing by, sponsored by Basant Motors. Basant has taken Santa's job and are bringing the gifts. Get rates from 4.99%, gifts with vehicle purchase, and much more. Learn more at Basant Motors, BASANT Motors.com. As we bring in from the Ross Tucker Football Podcast, CBS Sports and Westwood 1, our friend Ross Tucker. Best of the season to you, Ross. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm so fired up for Boxing Day. I can't wait.
No Boxing Day in the U.S., is that right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, I'm thoroughly confused by this whole thing. So you guys have like your Black Friday the day after everybody already had to buy gifts for everyone for Christmas?
We still have Black Friday. It's not an official holiday, but Boxing Day, yeah, there's a lot of sales at retail outlets. Yeah, you're absolutely
Well,
right.
I understand there's sales, but shouldn't everybody have already bought everything they needed to buy for their loved ones before Christmas?
It's a way to get more money, Ross. More money. Come on.
Yeah,
For
no,
the
I get it,
businesses.
Rick. I'm just surprised you guys fall for it.
Come on up.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. Rick, I'm not surprised you fall for it.
Hey, I once got up at 4 a.m, Ross. Head to the store and wait outside in the cold for hours. I'm telling you.
All right. So now I got to know. This. What were you going to buy, and how much of a discount were you getting on
A
it?
pair of socks.
TVs, all that stuff. TVs,
Electronics is big.
Electronics is big on Boxing Day. So the TVs were 50% off, Ross. Come on.
That's a lot of money. I can see that. That's probably worth the time. The only reason why I would go to like a Boxing Day or like in the United States a Black Friday is just for the fights. I enjoy seeing amateurs.
Yep.
I enjoy seeing tension and conflict from amateurs in person. I think it's very enjoyable, especially if it gets physical. That's hilarious. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get sued or in trouble. But like people that don't know how to punch or like yell at each other because they want this thing for their kid and you got the last one, like that's amazing entertainment.
Oh,
Yes.
it is.
Yes, it is.
It always makes its way to social media. I'm going to throw you. I'm going to throw you a curveball here, Ross. There is something going on in the Vancouver sports scene right now with the Canucks, who get the most attention in this market. Two star players are rumored to be fighting in the dressing room, and the Canucks aren't playing well right now, so they're getting blamed. Have you ever played on a team where two star players are fighting and it affects the way the team plays on the field?
So first, I got to ask a question first. I actually have two questions.
Sure.
Where does the nickname Canucks come from?
It's slang for Canadian.
Yeah.
It goes back to
Right.
wartime. Yeah.
No, and I thought so, but I think it's interesting. The Montreal Canadiens,
Yep.
the Vancouver Canucks, like you're both Canadians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think that's interesting. Like anybody can be a Canuck. Like that's just interesting to me.
Well, it's
that
interesting you
Vancouver's,
say
like,
that. It's interesting you say that because a lot of people in Vancouver don't feel there are enough Canucks on the Canucks.
On the Canucks.
Yeah. Okay. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
All right. The next question is, when you say fighting,
Yep.
is it like, was it physical or just they're rumored to not be getting along?
Not getting
Rumored to
along.
be not getting along.
Yeah. Trying to think. I'm sure there were teams I was on where guys didn't get along. I'm literally going through the years. I mean, there were years where guys didn't like each other, and certainly where there was conflict or tension. What happens in football is sometimes between the offense and the defense.
Yeah.
Right? Like the defense is awesome, but the offense isn't holding up their end of the bargain, or vice versa. That's a real thing that happens sometimes. I don't know, though, that I ever remember thinking those guys not getting along or not being close is why we're not winning. But I will say the flip side, I think, is true. I think like when it feels like everybody's getting along and everybody's really, rowing the boat in the same direction and we're all in it together, it does feel like that is a major positive.
Yeah.
A major positive. So I would tell you that's tough. Those guys need to figure it out for the good of the team and for the good of themselves. What would the issue be? Is it an on-ice issue or an off-ice issue?
We're not really sure, but apparently it goes back to Boxing Day last year. Something about a electronic store lineup.
A fight over a TV.
Yeah.
50% off.
Who knows? I don't know why they can't be happy. They're making tons of money and they're living out a dream.
Exactly.
But I know Rick disagrees.
You know why?
with
I'll tell you why. I can chime in on this. I'll tell you why. Because there can only be like one real star of the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll give you an example. I won't say the year. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But there was a year during my career where we drafted a wide receiver high. But we had a long established number one wide receiver. Well, late in the year, the rookie was really coming on. And we were playing at the Dolphins, I'll say that much. He caught 2 bombs, and it was like awesome, and we were loving it. You know who wasn't loving it? The number one wide receiver who felt like his position, his throne, his title, his status was being threatened, right? He didn't he had been the number one receiver for like 5 years. And now someone else was coming and kind of infringing on his turf, and he didn't like that. He caught a ball on a crossing route, broke like 3 tackles for a touchdown. It was awesome. I ran in to give him a high five, and he said, "Get the bleep away from me." Anybody went to high five? Nope, nope, nope. He was that angry.
Wow.
Think about that. That's a real story that really happened. Yeah. So I think in their case, my guess is it has something to do with one of them wants to be the guy. The other guy thinks he's the guy, and it's hard. Like, you need those guys to get along. That's a tough one.
There's something there, except I think every Vancouver hockey fan would say they're not the best. Neither of them are the best player on the team. That belongs to you want to check out his highlights on YouTube. A guy by the name of Quinn Hughes,
an American.
It's a really interesting situation. By the way, Ross, I mean you got to spill the beans here. We want to know the name of this receiver you're talking about.
Cough it up.
No, definitely not.
I
can't tell you
you're
something.
a better man than us.
I told this story somewhere else recently, and several people were able to find it online pretty quickly.
Google. I'm going to Google it.
Do a modicum of research.
Yep.
It wouldn't be that hard to figure out, but I'm not going to be the one saying the name on the show. If you can Google or YouTube or whatever, I mean, someone even sent me on social media the exact video of me going to high five him and him not wanting any part of it.
Oh, beautiful. Get a research department on it, Rick.
I'm going to Google it right after the show. Okay, listen. Seattle, back-to-back losses at home. Now the playoffs are not in their control. You know, at one time, Ross, it was tough to go into Seattle and win. They finished the season at home 3-6. Unheard of.
Is there a question?
Are you surprised at the home record? Like, that's bad, Ross.
Let's go back to the other question.
Rick, I knew that was the end.
You knew what I was implying.
But but when you give me an opportunity like that, I am gonna pounce. There's an entire province of people that count on me to pounce when you give me the window like that.
Christmas in 2 days. You have to Christmas.
But Rick, how do we get to the point where in like a 15-minute segment, Donnie and Ryan only let you ask one question?
Nope, not going to happen.
You can't come up with anything like original. They just say, Rick, you got the Seahawks question again. Rick,
Hey.
do the Seattle question. You're like you're the designated hitter. You're the designated Seahawks question.
Okay.
Every week, it's the only question you ask, and you didn't even ask it.
Okay, but
didn't
you
even
think
ask the question.
You think 3-6 is a good home record?
There you go.
Now that is a question,
Okay.
but the word is pronounced record, not record. Donnie, do you say record?
Yeah, we say Boxing
Donnie,
Day.
do you say record?
record.
I don't think
Home
we
record.
do. No.
Home record.
Record? Is that a Canadian thing? Record?
Yeah.
I usually like a lot of your stuff. Record.
Record. 3-6 home record.
Let the record show that Rick asks terrible questions and makes weird comments. Let the record show that, please. No, you know what? I don't have a great explanation for it. They've played better on the road. I don't think that the 12th man advantage is what it used to be. I'm not exactly sure why that is. You know, I started one game there. We smoked the Seahawks. I didn't think it was that loud, but it's obviously very loud. They've had a heck of an advantage, but that's not nearly good enough this year, and it's going to be the difference between them making the playoffs or not. It's really hard to put your finger around. It's something Mike McDonald's going to have to try to figure out going into next year. That even if your crowd's not that loud, you shouldn't be 3-6 at home.
No. The Eagles' franchise record 10-game winning streak is over. What a game that was. Quarterback Jalen Hurts, hurt, concussion, first quarter. How concerned are you there?
Did you say franchise record 10-win streak on purpose? Did you say it on purpose, or was that already written down?
Eagles' franchise record 10-game winning streak is over.
I know. Did you have that written down, or did you? I'm trying to give you credit, Rick.
Off the top of my head, I knew that.
Okay,
It's called.
good.
It's research.
Not even the point. The point is, I want to know if you said record again.
Oh,
on
record,
the next
yeah.
question on
franchise record 10-game winning streak is over.
purpose. Rick, do you have kids?
How do you say record, Don?
Record.
Record.
Donnie, does Rick have kids?
Two sons.
Yes.
How old?
27, 25.
They're like
Oh,
both
geez. And they
7
made it.
feet
They
tall.
made it that far. Because I was going to say, like, sometimes when you do things on the show that I wonder, like in the States, I would be concerned that Child Protective Services would go to your house to check on your kids to make sure they're okay.
Yeah, okay. How do you say record then? It's 10-1 record at home.
Record.
What am I saying?
Record.
Record.
It's like record, like
These
a gourd,
guys,
like what's in your
these guys
brain.
say it the same way, Ross.
Ryan doesn't say that.
Yes, he does. Ryan, how do you say it?
3-6 record.
Record. Do it same way.
Record, not record.
Record.
3-6 record.
Record. What did I say? Record.
Oh, you broke the Zoom.
Oh, I froze him. Keep it this way.
You froze him.
I froze him.
Is he gone?
He's gone.
He's frozen.
Let's move on. He's done.
frozen.
Get him out of the way.
He'll come back.
No.
You weren't understanding what he was saying, though. He was saying to you, were you trying to be funny because you followed up
because
your
I said record.
Yeah, you said
No, I
Here's
said-
the thing. We're trying to get Ross back?
Yeah. Oh, he's back. He's back. He
damn.
unfroze.
Damn,
There we go. He's back.
I was frozen
Yeah.
when you guys were frozen.
You were
It says
frozen.
My connection's unstable. I don't
Hey.
know how that's possible.
Damn,
You're
he's
turning
back.
Canadian. You're frozen. Perfect.
Well, here, you know what, Rick? It's a good question about Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
And I'm very concerned about Jalen Hurts because, to my knowledge, he still has not ordered a story
Oh.
from myfrontpagestory.com for his mother or his dad or his fiance. That's what Jalen Hurts could do. Scientifically proven to heal concussions faster. By the way, I'm joking. Don't get me in trouble. I'm totally joking. You know I'm joking. Just go to myfrontpagestory.com. It's almost better this way. Order a story, print out the email confirmation, put it in an envelope, give it to them on Christmas Day or Boxing Day, and say, I don't have your gift yet. I'm having a writer write a story about how amazing you are. It'll get here in the next couple of days. Imagine the anticipation and the excitement. Incredible. Myfrontpagestory.com, myfrontpagestory.com.
All right, Ross, I know we joked around a lot this segment, but we can't even begin to talk about how much we enjoy having you on the show. all the best. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Boxing Day, all of that, my friend.
Sounds great. Have a great holiday, everybody. Enjoy it. Enjoy your family time, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
You bet.